Hey there, guys. How you doing? Happy New Year. Oh, 2021's off to a wonderful start, isn't it? But despite all the craziness that is the world, life goes on for the rest of us little people. What are your plans for 2021? Brand new year, new chance to finish ideas, to create, to procrastinate even more. It's so easy for us to make plans, to have goals, but it's just as easy to get completely discouraged and destroyed when life happens and the plans can't continue like we originally thought. Last year, I had a lot going on. The challenging myself to make one short film every month, which we did, which was awesome. A huge thank you to my patrons for helping to make all that possible. But I also had a bunch of other things I was trying to work on. A documentary, Delantar, started streaming on Twitch, trying to do the vlogs every week. Working in retail, which I eventually left because of dealing with the big one, my health, my fibromyalgia, and trying to figure out what's going on arthritis-wise. And then, life. I've got 4 kids, dealing with all of the insanity of last year. And it was really hard to focus on any one thing, to complete any one thing. I would say that of all of the stuff that I had going on last year, making the monthly short films was the biggie, and that was really the only thing I feel like I can look back on and say, yes, I achieved my goal. Because with everything else, it didn't happen. I never quite reached what I was shooting for with everything else. But, that said, I still learned a lot. Learned a lot about myself, learned about my capabilities, learned new skills. I learned a lot about how to adapt to the circumstances. And a big eye-opener for me was having a conversation with a friend and telling him about all my different plans and my goals and my projects. And he made a remark that has really stuck out to me and has really, I think, been huge with how it's changed my perspective on a lot of what I do. He talked about, you've got a lot of irons in the fire. But what you don't realize is that there are long-term irons and short-term irons. And I've got a lot of long-term irons that I'm constantly trying to poke and keep going, but I'm letting those short-term irons falter and overwhelm me because they're just building up. And so for this year, I still have several goals, but I'm trying to keep things narrowed down and be able to focus on these things and keeping them very specific and achievable. Number 1, and the big one, is completing my What Are Christians documentary. It's a project that has been very close to my heart for quite a while, but I've always been procrastinating. It's kind of been one of those long-term irons, but I think it's really important that I complete it this year. The only other, yes, I want to achieve this specific thing type of goal I have is I want to reach affiliate on Twitch and be able to use that as one of our revenue streams. So far, I'm over halfway there on my follower count, getting very close to that average viewership, and then the other two requirements are really simple with, just the length of time you're streaming and the number of days that you stream. Those ones are easy to achieve. The tricky ones are the followers and the average viewers. But we're getting really close. it looks achievable. I think this year, I feel fairly confident that I can reach affiliate on Twitch this year. I'm not going to set a specific date, just by December 31st. Apart from that, everything else they are continual projects. They are continuous things where I want to do more development on Delantar. Been reading some screenwriting books that have been really eye-opening to me and have really confirmed a lot of the feedback I've gotten from various other filmmakers on that project. So I'm going to do some major work and overhauling of the story, the characters, and just really, I think, really improving the overall project. I'm not saying I'm going to go into production for it this year, although that would be awesome if we could, but I'm not making that a goal right now, because that is definitely a major long-term iron. Which brings me to the more short-term irons. Making ends meet for my family. So with that, we started an Etsy shop last year. We're creating vector artwork that we are selling, and it can be used for putting on shirts, mugs, signs, etc. So growing that, increasing the revenue we make from that. So that's an ongoing project. In regards to the vlogs, I talked to my patrons about this. I kind of want to keep vlogging, but I don't want to make it a weekly goal. I was thinking about doing like monthly, long form, almost video essay type things. The more I've been thinking about that and evaluating my other goals for this year, I don't know how achievable that is. I am still going to continue to vlog, but I think it's only going to be something that I do when I have something specific to update or talk about. And as far as Patreon and doing short films, I don't know what I want to do on that yet. I think it would be too much to add regular short films. Now that said, like, there's some fan film stuff I want to do, some more Doctor Who stuff, possibly even a Mist fan film, but I'm not making those specific goals for this year. They are things that if the timing works out, great, we'll do it. If not, I'm not going to sweat it. And of course, the other ongoing short-term iron is going to be pursuing more voice acting opportunities, doing more auditions, seeing what we can do with that. Been watching streamer reactions to the Final Fantasy VII remake, and even watching, I forget her name now, but the actress who plays Aerith in the new remake, watching her reaction and hearing a little bit of her story of how she got that project. It really inspired me. It's like, you know what, I need to get back in that game. That is the plan for 2021 for me. How about you guys? What are your goals for this year? What do you have in mind that you know that you can achieve, barring, the end of the world? Leave a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear what your goals are, and I want to cheer you on. I've got a Discord server set up. I'll put the link in the description, that I would love to talk with you all. I'm on there all the time. Love to be able to have conversations with you guys about your goals, about your life, keep you updated on what's going on with me, hold me accountable, keep cheering me on. I want to cheer you on, and I look forward to seeing what this year has in store. We'll see you next time.